Part 5. The importance of the Song of Songs in contemporary worship and art. Since the 16th century, the song has been recited in synagogues all over the world during Passover and on certain Sabbaths. The song is a reminder of the redemption of Israel and her release from the bondages of slavery in Egypt. The story of Passover is one of freedom, sanctification, redemption, and restoration, and gives hope and vision for the Jewish people. To include the song in the remembrance service of Passover is to acknowledge that not only did God redeem the Jewish people from the long years of slavery, but that he gave them a hope and a future. Hope and vision have kept the Jewish people focused on their return to Israel and to God. And they are reminded of this during Passover, and it intensifies their hope in one day being completely free from persecution and ridicule. Rabbis have expounded upon it, the song for other biblical feasts such as Sukkot and Shavuot. The maiden in some rabbinic traditions is considered to be the queen of the Sabbath, and the words, "Come bride," are repeated 3 times at the beginning of services. The song has been transposed into plays, worship songs, pop songs, novels, and an array of commentaries from every imaginable perspective. Broadway musicals, African gospel songs, plays, and meditations based on the song have explored the depths of love and emotions of the heart and will, I am sure, continue to do so. There are so many varying views and theories and uses of the song, but the central theme of the song is love, which, because of its nature, is a matter of the heart and essential for the soul. The maiden displays, through both her words and actions, that she has a personal love, which, in my view, speaks of an individual walk with God, which only reaches perfection and redemption through faith alone. So, as we work through the verses of the song, we must understand that it is a personal journey and one which, if nothing else, must feed the inner being of the Spirit that God breathed into us and help us to reach into the abyss of God's unending love through the very presence of the Holy Spirit who dwells within every believer who accepts him. This is why it is such a foundation for contemporary worship and art in all its forms. The story is likened to a play which unfolds through the maiden's telling as she refers to the male as her beloved, the king, the one my soul loves. She refers to herself as a rose and a lily. Her confidants are referred to as the daughters of Jerusalem, and she shares with them her heart for her beloved. Her beloved refers to her as fair, my darling, my sister, and my bride. The use of the words dove and purity paints a picture of the view of the eye of the beholder, or is it referring to God towards the seeker? The beloved's fellow shepherds are referred to as friends by both the beloved and the maiden, and they are on the margins of the events, are as those who are referred to as maidens, who are not intimately involved with the events, but are onlookers, perhaps as an audience in a play, having no involvement in its roles, staging, or production, but vital in its purpose. Her use of the words dark but comely hide a story which will later be unfolded. The words are so evocative that they have been copied by many playwrights and musicians to tell of true love. Like a play, the song represents various speakers: the Shulamite, the maiden, the shepherd, the beloved, the friends of the Shulamite, described as daughters of Jerusalem, maidens, the brothers of the Shulamite, the King of Kings, as Solomon, or as God? Do these voices speak simply as actors in a play, or could they represent witnesses to the events as they unfold in the spiritual realm? Are they prophetic, and do their words have hidden meanings? Are they all attempting to convey messages which are of a deep spiritual nature? And are they pointing us towards the divine and a meaningful relationship between the spiritual and the natural? Or do the words reach out into the soul of man as he seeks the divine? Could they be the voice of Israel and the Messiah, or the one new man, Jew and Gentile, as the bride in Yeshua? Whatever the purpose of the song it has been used for, whether in worship or in art or in music, it doesn't change the intention or the perspective on the characters, which are the voices God uses to express such deep and passionate love, the love that God has for all mankind. If we ourselves can enter into the part played by the Shulamite, it would bring us into a revival reminiscent of those in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Can we really be actors in this play? Can we be poets writing for prosperity, or songwriters to sing to the heavens? Or can we be the maiden herself? And if so, how? Shabbat Shalom, Mike Fryer.